it's humbling to know that he can use somebody like me to do something like that. Hi, my name is Mike, and this is my wife, Diana Halverson.
We are volunteer chaplains at Bledsoe County Correctional Complex in Pikeville, Tennessee. Friday mornings, he comes in early and does morning prayer. He usually goes to the hole and he checks on the people that are on lockdown.
You go in there and there's desperate people, really desperate people that have experienced things that I don't think that a lot of us have ever dreamed of experiencing.
There's a lot of hurt there.
A lot of pain, and of course a lot of them don't have the foggiest idea who Jesus is, but to help them to realize that he loves them and cares for them, and they have a purpose in this life, that's awesome.
In 2014, we were offered the mental health unit, and that's a unit nobody else wanted, and they were so medicated you just they couldn't walk, they couldn't deal with you, they were just like this all the time.
These people are people that nobody wants to be around. They all seem to be very cordial to us in that way.
Over half of the unit come to our services now.
If God can use us, he can use anybody.
Mike can go into any area in that whole prison. They gave us a little thing we call a chip, and we turn it in to get keys. We can go anywhere in the whole prison, any time of the day. It doesn't matter. There's such a need, a big need there. Gene was quite a few years ago, and would come in there, and honestly, I think that the original chaplain probably sent him in there to cause a problem because they didn't believe what we believed, okay? But Gene never missed. He was right there, and he's a big guy, and he goes,
"The worm never dies.
The worm never dies. Worm never dies. That means that you don't die. You burn, burn, burn forever. Hell goes on and on and on. You go straight to heaven. Worm never dies." And it didn't matter what we did. He just argued through the whole thing. Finally, it got to the point that the retired pastor that was helping us said, I don't want to even go in there anymore. So we put him in a different area. He took care of the chapel. We kept dealing with it. We took over, and we started talking about what we believed. We said, this is what the Bible says. This isn't what we say. And we started working through it. One time, the other pastor had to cover for us. He says, "I don't want to go in there. I don't want to deal with Gene." I said, "No, he's a different man. He's a different man." His heart had totally changed. He is so strong in the Adventist faith, so strong. He's been out of prison now for about 5 years. I was thinking he'd be like some of the others that once they get out, they kind of drift, but he didn't. He's strong. He's right there. He's a member at the Jasper Seventh-day Adventist Church. He totally gave his life to Christ over that. And I love that story about Gene because he is devoted to God, and he will be ready when Jesus comes. I know he will.
I don't think there's any limit to what God can do if you're willing.
Jesus, as he was dying on the cross, the last thing he did was witness to a prisoner. I feel like he wants us to witness. I don't feel like he wants us to just kind of shy away from the prisoners because of who they are and what they've done. I think he wants us to share his love with each one of them.